Let's talk about creating new normals. After a while, you do something long enough and your expectations start to change and you start to develop new normals. And over time, I've learned that there are sections of the Appalachian Trail which is called boulder hopping, and it is a new normal. And you get better at it and you get more patient with it. But this is the new normal. There are sections of the Appalachian Trail which is a boulder hop. And here we are. Good morning. It is now June. I'm starting my second month on trail in Connecticut. Yesterday, I wrapped up northern New York and got as far into Connecticut via my slack pack of nearly 20 miles to Kent. And just getting started now. Cornwall, heading back to Kent. Going to be a shorter day today. I need to get back to town and get some laundry done. I'm going to shoot for 13 to 14 miles today. And also slack pack. And look what we start out with here. That's got to be a beaver dam right there. That's got to be a beaver pond. So you got this cute little bridge and then a beaver's home. I'm not going to venture back and get my shoes all wet looking for the beaver. But man, that's pretty good evidence of a beaver dam right there. Anyway, lovely hiking day. Cool, crisp. A little bit damp this morning, but not wet on the trail. And yeah, hoping to churn out from Cornwall to Kent. That will have me about halfway through Connecticut. And then I'm going to take a pause into New York City for a couple days. And after that, finish southern New York, head south in Jersey and try to kind of fill in some of the gaps. But had an opportunity to go to New York City and couldn't turn it down. So the life of a flip-flopper, hopping all over the place, but still trying to have a continuous footpath. It's been fun. All right, Connecticut is showing off again. Watch the birds soar there as we're up at the Pine Mountain overlook. What a gorgeous overlook into the next ridge line. Very cool. What also is cool is the way I'm doing the trail, slack packing and coming southbound in the moment is the people that I'd hiked with northbound are coming past me. So I just saw a husband and wife team called Timber and Eek, a really nice couple, and then a guy named Boulder that I'd also hiked with for a period of time. But yeah, beautiful day today, just gorgeous. So drink in the sounds and the sights of this waterfall. And you can listen to the birds in the background as well. Simply beautiful. All right, let's check out this water crossing. Now you could go up there where there's a lot of small rocks, but there's no trail up there. I guess you can work your way back that way, or you can go here. This is probably the toughest water crossing so far I've faced in my almost 400 miles on trail. Let's hope I do this without wet shoes. Shoes are dry. Those are some slick rocks coming across. You can see the moss on them. Just took my time, got it balanced, and let rock hopping. The shoes are dry. Cute sign on the tree here. Make sure when you go into the tree you duck. The last 4+ miles have been really unusual. It's been this road here, road walk, 4 miles, 4.5 miles of flat walking. But now that I look at the map, I get to climb up the ledges, and the ledges is a 500-foot climb in less than half a mile. That's steep. That's over 1,000 feet in a mile. And in fact, if you look on the tree here, you can see right where the right turn is. Right, you remember the two blazes with the one to the right at the top? That's where the right turn is going to go up to the ledges. But before we go to the ledges, I am going to get some water and a snack and power up for these last 2 miles. Looking through the foliage, you can see the ridge line from the other hill. Well, Connecticut just played rope-a-dope with me. Connecticut had a 4.5 mile breeze of a walk, cruisy along the Housatonic River. And then the ledges is 500 vertical feet of rock climbing. I mean, in most cases, it was 3 points of contact. And there were some steps later on, but holy cow. Went from the easiest section of the trail so far to the hardest section of the trail at the turn of a dime. But I'm up it now. The right stuff. The right stuff. Today, as Sesame Street would say, is sponsored by the letter V. And give my Sunday school teacher some liberty. There's a few lead-in words before the V word, but Jesus said unto them, verily, verily, unless a man is born again, he cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to let you do your research, what that means. But Jesus said it. And if he said it, it matters. Dig in. Learn it and live it and love it. And here we are at the last summit of the day, Caleb's Peak. Been a great, beautiful day, challenging and fun too. Gonna wrap this up right now. And been a great day. 13.5 miles. About 3,200 feet of elevation, and also going down 3,200 vertical feet. And the juxtaposition of having first a 4.5 mile walk in the Housatonic River, which was absolutely the cruisiest section I've had since I've been out here, well over 300 miles. Followed right behind it by the ledges, which was 500 feet vertical climb, much of which was hand over hand. Set the poles down, or toss the poles up and climb up was really something. I can't film during that. It's too dangerous to film when I'm doing it, but I have to tell you, the ledges was absolutely enthralling and exhilarating, and that much more so when I'm done. There were a couple moments of knee knocking on the way up. I'm not gonna lie. Finding the best line, also very important. But big transition tomorrow. Gonna get back to the hotel, do some laundry, have another shower, have a nice hotel meal, and then I'm getting on a train and heading to the big city. When I say the big city, I mean the big city in the United States, New York City, for a couple days. And that's where I'll introduce you to the next guest on my 2CAP adventures. It's been a lot of fun. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Oh, and be kind. Kindness is contagious, but be kind, like and subscribe, and maybe drop a comment about the most exhilarating place you've ever hiked. Because man, I'm looking for exhilarating places to hike, and the ledges in Connecticut is on my list.